Salam.
May I know what's your name?
My name is Katia. My Muslim name now is Aisha.
Oh, mashallah, Aisha. I want to ask you, Aisha, what were you before you became Muslim?
I was Russian Orthodox. I was Christian.
MashaAllah. So you are actually from Russia. You were born there?
Yes, I was born in Russia, in Omsk, and then I came here. So I've been here for about 12 years.
MashaAllah. And how long have you been Muslim?
About a year and a half.
MashaAllah. What kind of person were you before Islam? Were you a religious Christian or just an agnostic Christian, or what kind of?
I think I would have been more religious if my family was. My family was not really that religious, so when I came here, I was looking for this, this part of me. I was constantly looking for something to belong to, And I've tried different, branches of Christianity. A lot of my friends were Pentecostal, Catholic. My stepdad is Catholic. And so I would try and kind of fit in. I would try to go to the church masses, and I really enjoyed some of them. And I'm not trying to say anything bad about people, but I did find a lot of, and this is everywhere, but I did find a lot of hypocrisy. There's a lot of people who I saw that put on this face inside the building. As soon as they're out of it, completely different people, completely different personalities. So that kind of really pushed me away from a lot of religious groups, And then I don't know, it's just in different religions besides Islam, there's a lot of things that don't fill up these gaps, and there's a lot of questions that are left unanswered. And
Aisha, I want to ask you now, what was the key for you to become a Muslim? Have you seen a Muslim before in Russia, or is
No.
that something that what really made you to think about Islam as a religion?
Maybe I have seen Muslims in Russia. I've never seen a hijabi. I wear a hijab. I've never seen a woman covered. So perhaps there were Muslims, not that I've ever seen any who were covered, who were obvious to the eye. But I had a friend. Her name is Salali. In high school, and she was the only girl that I've ever seen who was covered. And to be honest with you, I was never thinking I respect her religion and I'm proud of her because she's got this faith. It was the other way around. I always thought it was kind of strange, I said, okay,
she's weird.
Yeah, maybe not as much as weird, but I always found it strange. I said, she's the only one. And in a way I thought, okay, good for her, whatever makes her, go for it. But it was rather interesting. And I've had some friends, but they weren't as religious as maybe, some Muslims you meet. And the best thing I've learned when I began to research about Islam is somebody said to me, do not judge Islam by a Muslim. Because Islam, there's one pure thing. But Muslims, there's so many different color, different, race, different culture, different everything, and everybody practices Islam in their own completely different way. Everybody dresses differently, everybody has their own traditions, and that's I think a lot of times what makes people be really surprised, because they see, for example, me, the way I dress, they don't even realize sometimes that I'm Muslim. They ask me if I'm Jewish, because they expect Muslim women to have the face cover, yes, and all black and not even be outside. And it's strange, because how different people practice it at their home country does not necessarily mean that's what Islam is all about. And so the biggest thing I think that turned me to it is unfortunately after what happened in 9/11. Along with all the rest of my classmates, my high school, because this happened when I was in high school in J.J. Pearson, everybody started pointing fingers, and everybody started spreading these rumors and automatically believing that this one particular group is the one to blame for every problem in the world, especially 9/11. And just like my peers, and I see that not just in 9/11, but every day, everybody, especially I feel like being here and having the outside eye, I see that people here sometimes give up on thinking for themselves, and a lot of times they rely on what their other peers or family or media tells them to believe and think. And so just like everybody else, I was in this big mush pit of thinking, they hate us, we should hate them back, and we should do something about it. And it did really make me, I guess, upset enough to look into it. And alhamdulillah, I think that things do happen for a reason. And I'm not saying that such a horrible thing happened for me, but
by the way, you're not the only one who became Muslim just because
yeah.
of 9/11. There's many people, actually, it was like the whole turnaround that people start to know and start to question about Islam. So this is normal for you to come and question what is Islam after 9/11.
Because, like I said, I have some friends. I had some friends, not so close to me. I had some friends in high school who were Muslims, who people I would never even think that would even do such thing or even think. So here's a group of people pointing their fingers at Muslims, and I was like, okay, I want to be one of those people who points, but I want to know why I'm pointing. I want to know why I'm blaming these Muslims. And I did. I began to read a lot, and I began to look into it, and I began to talk to a lot of people. But it wasn't like, tell me. So, in Islam, do you teach people to blow up themselves? And it's the most ridiculous thing that actually people sometimes joke with me about. But yeah, really, it's that made me truly look into. And it doesn't have to be this scholar. Is that even the right word? Right. Scholarly study of Islam. It doesn't have to be anything huge. You don't have to go attending classes. Little bitty 5-page booklets that teaches you why you should wear hijab. Pure modesty. And why, and this kind of stuff. Little by little, little steps really make you.
Well, we have rumors here between people, especially the Arab Muslim Christians or even the Christians. They say, "Oh, you became a Muslim because you love a man or because of a boyfriend that is Muslim or anything like that." Was that did that apply on your life or
no? Almost every single person, and even the friends that I have right now, the Muslim ladies that I have right now. That was the first thing. Oh, mashallah, thank God, sister, you became Muslim. Who is he? Who's who? Who is the man who brought you? And everybody thought that it's either some kind of boyfriend relationship or fiancé. And I said, no. And I mean, I'm telling you, even the sisters, the friends that I have right now, everybody was kind of like in surprise, like, really? There's no marriage, nothing involved? And I was like, no. I mean, it really sometimes takes a person. You don't have anything to do on Friday night. You have internet. Find out. Not about what people say, but what it's supposed to be. And so it's really just my interest. No, it wasn't any kind of friends.
No,
أفمن شرح الله صدره للإسلام فهو على نور من ربه فويل للقاسية قلوبهم